Hi, it's Nick on the 28th of June, and I'm carrying on the theme of self-leadership. And today the idea is of self-leadership being like an inward adventure. Because we tend to think of adventures as being adventures out in the world, and they can be wonderful, and we all love adventures, or most of us love adventures. I love also the idea of the inner adventure. It's like, I suppose the way I look at it is the adventure into kind of knowing ourselves. Who really are we? We know all the labels we've got, we know all the stories we've got. I think one of the greatest adventures is that adventure inwards, to go, who am I really? Who am I beyond all these labels and beyond all this stuff? A few years ago I came across a quote by Julia Cameron, who some of you probably know, who's best known for her book The Artist's Way, but she's written over 30 books and has written screenplays and films and musicals and all sorts of stuff, and came across this quote from her, which I'm just going to share with you. She said, "Humans are by nature adventurous. The soul thrives on adventure. Deprived of adventure, our optimism fades. Adventure is a nutrient, not a frivolity. When we ignore our need for adventure, we ignore our very nature." And gosh, when I first heard that, I thought, I wish I'd had somebody telling me that when I was growing up, that I had a need for adventure. Because I think one of my, I was going to say enemies, but I don't mean enemies, but it's something that I have difficulty with, is how easily I can get bored. I have a need for adventure, I have a need for growth, I have a need for expansion, I have a need to express myself, as I'm doing here. And yet, most of my upbringing was about telling me to be quiet and not to express myself and just to be seen and not heard and all that stuff. So I think we all crave this adventure into really knowing ourselves, knowing who we are at the heart of ourselves. Who are we really? What are we capable of? What impact can we have? How many lives could we touch? How big a game could we play? How many books could we write? How many broadcasts could we do? How much positive good could we make happen in the world? So today's thought is really just an invitation to be curious about the adventure of knowing yourself. I've been on this adventure now for about 30 years, and I guess, there have been many times where I've kind of gone, gosh, I don't really like who I think I am. But as I keep ploughing through, I kind of get to like myself more and more, and I get to see the good in me more and more. And I think that's the fear for many of us. If we take the journey inwards, we're going to find stuff we don't like about ourselves. When actually, the journey inwards is about finding the real good in us, the real gold that's in us, the real heart and soul of who we are, which has so much goodness. And we have shadows and we have all that other stuff too, but at heart we are wonderful, amazing beings. So that's today's thought about your self-leadership. Hope that's triggered something in you, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. God bless. Bye-bye.